Hi guys, this is Emnel and we are back playing Tyranny. Just finished the boss fight of Assault and we are going back to the camp. We got a bunch of level ups in the meantime. Let's start by leveling up a little bit here. I think we'll keep going with this, which is always useful. Now, so Dodge and Subterfuge. Voice of Ages. This able to decipher ancient languages is interesting. It may lead to some kind of some new quests and discoveries that you well otherwise cannot do. So. This buffs Watcher's Judgment, okay? It's Ages. This, right. And if you were to take one of those, we could now get further down there. I mean, he's not dying or anything right now, so okay, you know what, let's go with that. We'll see how the deciphering ancient languages work. And Barik, is it? Yes. So we can either allow him to attack twice as fast after casting this, which is not a bad idea. And he needs to do some damage, because people are ignoring him anyway. Yeah, I think we'll go with that rather than the defense. He seems to be surviving alright, and well, we'll get some more armor from upgrading Clash of Iron as it is, so let's go with that. Build damage taken, 3 seconds, and yes, some AoE to affect everyone else too. And this one, not a big fan. And let's continue adding some might. It's up to 40 athletics. Buzz welcomes you. Welcome back, Fieldminer. We hear you've been doing some good work for the cause. I time that somehow put this favor in their place. Carrots should always use grit like yours. What? Oh, no, I wanted to do this. Right, bows do I wield unarmed combat. We want to keep leveling bows. I mean, like this, or get some lore on her. Okay, blah blah blah. Subterfuge, probably not. And here we'll definitely get more lore for him. We're almost maxed out on that. Let's level it up one more time. As for the rest, I think we'll actually go. You know what? we'll get more. We'll get more lore. I wanted to use spells on them, so might as well do a little bit. There we go. Yeah, almost level 5 on another 2. It's actually problematic because we'll go somewhere. Oh, alright. Maybe we'll get some points by unlocking that one. Okay, well, not a level yet, almost. Some heavy armor, impenetrable parry, my health below 50 health. Seems like a good thing. Quality, yeah, but well, we are not using that. Perhaps we'll be able to remove that melted armor barricades later on. I think there is a where's the tooth? We haven't talked with this guy yet. I'm not sure. It's Vittles. Oh. Why that? The Scar's goes constantly takes slow deep breaths as he shuffles with nervous energy. As soon as your eyes meet, he looks away in panic, bowing his head and turning his body aside. Something wrong? He opens his mouth in an attempt to speak, but falls short. Glancing in either direction, he steps and closes and lowers his voice. Captain, I'm not supposed to be here. Regrets joining the chorus? Shouldn't be here, because I don't always think I don't like these people. I'm going to die here. At least I hope I die here, and soon. And to think And that's why is that mistake? Did someone take a vow for you? No, but I was forced to take the vow. They slew my pa right in front of me. Told me that I was next if I didn't join the chorus. I never say in the village watch. I don't know what like this. I didn't know it like this. Jesus. How old are you? How old? Pa said I was born in. Makes me. In that case, ask that you release me from my vow. I mean... Pointless, Captain. It's sort of... It's like harder still. Blatant mark, okay. Cringe stands escaped from the force of a strike, but he does better against the next one. Okay, so we basically bitch slapped him 3 times. Unforgetting my training, Master Feint Biden. I'll keep fighting and trying until I get stronger. Till there is nobody who can push me around. Okay, that was a bit weird. Okay, so Bitter Quip is back. Where are my manners? I failed to cast my incantation of crying like a coddled knocked over a few dead soldiers. I batch up and pierce his staff to the ground, pounds his staff to the ground, his sunburned face twisting into a harsh scowl. I will not be lectured for a failure to show widow's weakness. How is that? Fatebinder. Okay, so they have... Lord Binder, this fair soldier's waist closer. We've been waiting for you. One of Nerad's dogs went wild, at least. He's done the right thing to present himself here for a proper trial. I'd like to yank his teeth out, and I'd like it to be with your blessing, so I could sure use your judgment on this matter. Meet again, Binder. This favourite have accused me of multiple murders. I'm not guilty of these charges, and I have nothing to hide. The truth can only exonerate me, so I will happily submit to your judgment. Okay, what kind of murder? 3 weeks ago, we were in the eastern end of the valley. We were on assignment to keep Verdant Guard runners from leaving and reinforcements from coming in. A bitter quip and some Scarlet Furies came with us for support. Well, our trail puts us between 2 Vendrian Guard patrols, thinking they have us outnumber. They drew bronze in close ranks and fight together. It's rather a rousing movie, and the Outbreakers give us as good as they get, but among the dead, a dozen conscripts and 2 disfavored. You're danced around important details, Chanter. Right as the enemy spots us, you started working your magic symbols. I saw panic in their eyes when we first stumbled onto each other in that clearing, but once his magic started flying, the only thing in their eyes was bloodlust. What sort of magic did you use? I didn't talk the craft that supplemented the guild, but I can't defend myself with silence. Invoked the spell Frenzy and directed the chant at the enemy. They could move faster than our party, and letting them escape would undermine the mission, so I fueled them with rage to get them to stand and fight. Okay? There! It just came right out and admitted it. The breakers usually can fight their way out of Barbar's sack, but he grants them the gift of a sting badger's carriage. The warrior rests his madness, pure and simple. The Furies were dumbfounded and folded, and that's when Devona and Chaos, the Swift, dove into the fray. Devona caught a javelin in the eye, just stupidly bad luck, and the Chaos, after the battle, he had been run through 19 times. Graven Ash couldn't say. Okay. Silver has his facts in order. I would concur with his assessment. Jesus. They really like it. Picking children. Okay, let's say that he was negligent. Jeez. Alright, this is the one that we helped survive a little bit. Let's talk with him now. Yeah. Well, well, I recognize the Fatebinder of Talons when I see him. Not quite what I was expecting, but impressive nonetheless. Seems that you're making a name for yourself in camp. She bows. Definitely Scarlet Fury at your service. Well, we already met. Notice before you let it get to your head. I only kill interesting foes. The ones on the battlefield who call themselves out with storied weapons or fancy standards. I think twice before making yourself stand out. She smirks. You'll just get the wrong kind of attention. Plus, we get enough useless twats dying for the Overlord's good cause as it is. All our horde recruits in good fall is piling in a tripping hazard to those of us having probably a bit of careless sport. Either they need to learn the fight, or we need to toughen our recruitment standards again. Could have sworn we already talked this bit with her. Alright. Okay, oh right, because she sent us to do her dirty work and not what she actually claimed we are there for. Once we've tried, you close the distance between the two of you and launch a punch squarely at in her stomach. The force of it knocks her back a pace, causing her to take a knee. She lets out a few calls before regaining her composure and standing back up. If you or any Chorus member try anything like that again, I will put you on a spike myself. Yep, definitely. I got something from her. Nice. I make a note to watch my step around the faint battle of Tyranny. Good punch. Okay. Oh, that being said, we should talk to her.
At your service, Fatebinder. What do you need? What did you have in mind?
Because we should be able to train her a little bit. Say about yourself.
I'm a Scarlet Fury. That should raise some flags for you. It means that I'm good at killing, and more importantly, that I enjoy it. What I won't enjoy are the pleasures of funerary rites packed with weeping mourners. Someday I'll fall in battle, and then they'll roll me into a mass grave or heap me atop a shit-stained wagon. One more anonymous, knife-riddled piece of meat.
Okay.
Until then, I plan to take whatever I can from life and have a little fun along the way.
Alright, you know what? For the rest of the episode, we will be talking with our companions. So if you don't feel like listening to that, just skip to the next episode, and, well, for the rest of you, let's go through it. Tell me about your life before Chorus. Oh, damn. I kinda hope that it will all be narrated, but no. Life? What life? As far as I'm concerned, I didn't exist before the Chorus. There was some girl in a farm wearing my face and talking with my voice, but she wasn't me. Sometimes she would sneak out at night, take a scythe and have some fun with the livestock. Okay. Our shared interest began and ended there. When the Scarlet Chorus swept through my village on their long trek from the bastard city, that was when I finally woke up. I buried my old life, took red vengeance on anyone who'd wronged me, and found the freedom I could only dream was out there. What were parents? I had a run and successful farm, and I worked it for a number of years before I found the Chorus. She was a hard, bitter woman, acted like the world owed her something. She never talked about my father, though I figured out a thing or two about him later on. He was a merchant from the Northern Empire who took a liking to her, and she him. He stayed around only long enough to get what he wanted. But never mind him, my mother never had what you would call taste, so he could have been he couldn't have been terribly influential to me if he did stick around. Could end up somewhere other than Curse's army? Okay, the answer would be no. It's a naive question. That's as naive a question I've ever had. Chaos is everywhere. If you aren't in Overhead's army, you're being trampled by it. Of course, I could have labored on the family farm into my maturing years, married some dolt and littered him a nursery of squalling piglets, having my body torn to pieces by smaller versions of me. Sounds like fun. Okay. Then one day, when I decided enough is enough, I would slit my husband's throat over breakfast and run off to join the horse anyway. My way saved a lot of time. Yep, you're a killer better. Stick with the Chorus. Well, we actually need to piss her off a little and get the other skill for wrath with her, so... But I kinda like her, so... Okay, how did you get conscripted? How did I... Maybe I have the wrong idea about me. The curse didn't take me as a summon maid. I strode into camp and enlisted. Someone tossed me a dented blade. I lived through initiation, spent a week bashing my neighbors and moved on with my new kin. I didn't waste time with goodbyes. My mother had long since died, and the rest of my family were louses. The girl I used to be, even she knew she was worth more than all of them combined. There's something about his sister somewhere in one of the... I think with the 5-eye when we talked about it. What is the significance of the feathers? We're getting awfully charming, so I guess you deserve a story. My mother kept a messenger bird, Widerbeak. He was an angry old bastard, spoiled from living the high life, skewed in my window every single night. Pecked my fingers while I fed him, only the fattest, juiciest mice. When I left the farm to join the chorus, I wrung that ungrateful little fucker like a rag dish, plucked his feathers, and gave his carcass to the mice. It felt like justice. Okay. I also like how the feathers catch the breeze. Helps me keep the balance, especially when I'm moving fast. So she slips her feather among the others. Smooths it back. Okay. Enough questions about the past. About your time in
The Scarlet
Scarlet.
Chorus is mostly for madmen and peasants with rusty daggers, but it's also a little niche of freedom that I never had. Once I survived training and met my Scarlet Fury sisters, I saw a different side of the howling mob. For new recruits shoved to the front lines, training means surviving the first battle. Anything beyond that is for the fighters who show potential, whether as blade dancers or arcane madmen. There's nothing in the world like getting put through the paces as a Scarlet Fury. Every day is a test of your commitment and passion. Failure means death. The first few weeks were the hardest, but also the most rewarding. I earned my name, picked up some quality weapons, and met my sisters.
You earned your name? If you think the simple farmer from the tears would name her child Vers, I suggest you visit my old village. Most of them were walking around with ceremonies like barrel of fish. Not the most creative bunch. The chorus takes your name away, whether you are whoever you were before. You aren't that person anymore. When you earn back a name through great deeds, usually murderous ones. That's why you see Quairman walking around with names such as Stinkmouse or Facefist. There's probably a good reason for it. Voice of the Rat gave me this name. When the Scarlet Chorus runs howling into battle, he doesn't hear war, he hears a symphony. And when I fight with blade or bow, he told me that my music stands out louder than anyone else's and contains too many parts to be redefined. When you least suspected, the Arkham secrets can be downright charming. Talking about weapon skills. I was just a kid. It didn't take me long to realize I was a natural. I could pick up a rusty kitchen knife and scour a rat from across the room. Scarlet Curls gave me opportunities to further educate myself. My sisters were always a bit surprised by how quickly I took different fighting styles. Oh, sorry, so she means her Scarlet Fury sisters.
The elite fighters of the Scarlet Chorus. Your typical Horde recruit fights with a rusty spoon and a chip on his shoulder, but the Scarlet Furies are, well, different. We focus our madness. We coordinate, we kill, we dance. It's like art. Imagine a sculpture that twisted in weird, beautiful angles, and then gutted you too fast for you to realize what was happening.
Okay. Well, even a hero, so what do you think?
Oh, fuck you then. I'm not here to dazzle you with my use of metaphor. When it comes to the Scarlet Chorus, you either get it or you don't.
What's your real name? This question isn't worthy of us, and out of pity. You already know me by my real name. It's Vez. You're looking for whatever arbitrary collection of letters and sound my mother thought that was appropriate when she didn't even know me. Then you're out of luck. I buried my name long ago, along with my standards anyway. Logged by my standards. Okay. Back to my question.
What do you need to know?
Very hesitated when you brought up your fighting styles. Why? You noticed that, didn't you? It's a matter that I'm not used to discussing, mostly because I don't know how. I mentioned before that I'm good at picking different weapons and fighting techniques. The truth is, I'm better than good. I could flay a man so cleanly that I'd leave a single strip of skin behind. Oh, okay. You wouldn't even need to be tied down. That was one of the first things I discovered about myself after joining Scarlet Horse. The voices in the rat recognized it in me as well, which is why he singled me out for Scarlet through training. We tried that flying trick before. I just say that when we ran out of canvas for pitching tents, the fifth eye handed me a knife and pointed me to the prisoner pants. She winks. My sisters were the masters of the fighting forms, but since they died, my style has changed, almost like I can kill as they did. I could pick up a bow, a lance, anything really. I could tear someone to pieces with a weapon that I only watched my sisters use. Who are your sisters? Who are they? Would be more appropriate. Three Whispers, Red Gazer, and Seeking Sheaf. Best fighters I've ever met. Okay, so the stance that she has. There was a foe we couldn't take down together. There wasn't a foe we couldn't take down together. Our fighting styles complemented perfectly, and we divided up, killing more like bards sharing a song. At least we used to. She presents a solemn salute. Oh jeez, I don't want... okay, that's a bit excessive. I will click through it. If you want to read it, read it. Oh, actually, okay, so 3 whispers, it's not that long. She was as calm as the surface of a pond. The light of on her feet, more than one foe tripped and fell on her own blade. These were Whisper's crafty footwork. Red Gazer. One woman Siegebreaker. She would launch herself on her foes like a battering ram. Between the disfavored her phalanx could have withstood the dumb suicidal wench. Earth's eyes, but she was something to behold. Seeking Sheath. The girl could pass the spear through a 12 ring from the far side of the battlefield. Kairos held of any foes who appreciated her matching single file. Matching single file, okay. She made a game of speeding as many soldiers as possible with the same javelin. Okay. What happened to them? We were scouring around Vengeance Well during the siege, back when we only suspected guards organizing in secret. My sisters and I came upon a group of them. Or Kairos knows, maybe they found us. No one said anything. We drew iron and bronze. That was when everything went wrong. I was supposed to take point and occupy the guard with a dance of blade work. Something disorienting would warn my sisters. Pick their marks. I hesitated. I lost my nerve. Instead of rushing the off-breakers, I froze with my weapon drawn. My sister fought on without me, but they were off balance, like whatever I had was catching. They died. I lived. My sisters were relying on me to lead the dance, and I failed them. Your actions were inexcusable for a father in your situation. Well, that's true. You're absolutely right. If I had witnessed this same in one of my sisters, I might have even killed her for endangering the rest of us. Good thing for me that they didn't get the chance. She chuckles, but there's no humor in it. The tension is a rot. It's unbecoming to an accursed member and unheard of. The scarlet fury, I would cut it from my body and cauterize the wound if only I knew its source. Any thoughts on the topic? Just here to open up the old wounds. No idea where you lost nerve. I wish I had an explanation. For the first time I lost the dance. The song of murder drew silence. Instead, there was only rigid, organized control. It sounds like a security of phalanx to me. Should practice a more orderly form of combat if it suits you so well. Even if the Scarlet Horrors fought in formation, it wouldn't be anything like it wouldn't be anything like a hideous shield wall. She looks at him with disgust. Yeah, more questions? That's something else.
What do you need to know?
Yeah, I think it's quite enough of talking. How is it that you picked up your fallen sister's weapon skills? Have I thought about the combat abilities?
Call me intrigued. You already know that I memorized the moves of my Scarlet Fury sisters. If it seems like a total mystery to me, I don't know how you could have arrived at any conclusions, but I'm open to ideas.
Okay, that's actually... Your talent reminds me of the voices of the rat.
I hope I didn't hear you say that, Fatebinder, because the implication is more than either of us is prepared to handle.
As in, she's Avatar in the making?
The Voices of Nerat is a monster. We both know that Tyranny has never seen a creature more despicable than him. Never mind that he's kind of my boss.
He upsells the minds of victims.
Well, I don't want to fucking think about it. Didn't you consider for a second that the thought had occurred to me already? I've traveled with the chorus for years. I've seen what the voices can do, and it scares me, all right? The idea that everything I am could be reduced to that. If I had that kind of power, if I could become like him, I don't know how I could live with myself. I'd rather drown myself in a camp latrine.
Why such a version?
Because the Voices isn't... I mean, can you even call him human anymore? Everything I am has led me to this point. I joined the chorus, fought to survive, grew stronger than I ever knew I could be. I never needed to steal anything that made me, me. I don't want to be better by being someone else. The Voices is stronger than anyone and terrifying enough to lead the chorus, but he's also an overgrown parasite. And someday he'll stuff himself so full of voices that he'll burst.
You don't have to become like him, just be selective.
I'm sure he had the same idea when he got started. But you know what they say about power? It's usually wielded by assholes. My sisters died. You should have seen us. We were amazing together. I didn't mean to take away what made them special, but I did it all the same. And let me tell you, it felt terrible. If I lived a century, I might never figure out how to make that happen again. And more importantly, I don't want to.
Oh, interesting. How is it that you picked up your father's weapon skills? It's been in my mind for the same. Okay, well, we kind of talked about it already. Scarlet Fury share a sort of link. It's how we coordinate our dance in the battle. We don't pass messages or anything, but our emotions and intentions seek up without words. Okay, go on. One thing I always knew was that I felt this connection more keenly than my sisters did. I could pick up nuances that they missed, and I could feel them from further away. When my sisters died, I felt each of them getting yanked out of my brain like someone pulling snails from a garden. But some of the slime residue was still there. Does that make any sense? Should exploit it if it has potential. Skill, not sure if you call it that, there's something parasitic about it, but I take your point. There is an advantage to this thing I'm experimenting. Not about using it against our foes. Okay. I thought we could, well, my point at the start of this conversation was to actually get her to train me a little bit. I thought it was once every every, what's it called, loyalty level or reputation level, but apparently not the case.
At your service, Fatebinder. What do you need?
Let's just click through it. My sister, time to scout.
What did you have in mind?
What do you think about our companions? Oh well. Anyway, well, I guess we'll talk to Beric next time around, at some point, when I feel like it.
You have something on your mind. By all means. What can I do for you?
Right, we should be able to show how infallible impaling the bow. Sword fighting technique, rather. Oh, I have insufficient reputation, really?
You look as if you have something on your... What can I do for you?
It's, oh, he needs a reputation of 2, apparently. Well, anyway. So we'll continue in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you then.